A single 1950 wheat penny has stunned collectors by reaching values near $26,000 under the right circumstances. That's not a rare gold coin, not a century-old silver dollar, just a humble 1-cent piece that many people have spent without a second thought. But hidden among millions of ordinary pennies are a handful of fascinating errors and high-grade survivors that have turned pocket change into serious money. Imagine opening an old coffee can in a garage. Inside are hundreds of dusty pennies collected decades ago. Most people would see loose change. A coin hunter sees possibility. The 1950 wheat penny comes from an interesting period in American coinage. The United States was entering a new decade. The uncertainty of World War II was fading. Industries were expanding, and millions of Lincoln wheat cents continued flowing through everyday commerce. Unlike some famous key dates, the 1950 wheat penny doesn't immediately attract attention. That's exactly why it remains such an intriguing treasure-hunting coin. Collectors often focus on obvious rarities while hidden varieties and premium condition examples quietly gain value. Many remarkable discoveries have come from coin jars, estate sales, and forgotten collections where nobody expected to find anything special, and that's where our hunt begins. Before exploring the valuable errors, let's step inside the minting process. Large bronze strips entered powerful machinery where circular blanks were punched out. These blanks were cleaned, heated, and prepared for striking. Next came the coin presses, massive steel dies carrying Lincoln's portrait, and the wheatear's design struck each blank with tremendous force. Thousands of coins could be produced every hour, but when machines run at high speed, small mistakes become inevitable. A worn die, a misplaced blank, a piece of debris, a tiny mechanical failure. Those imperfections created some of the most collectible wheat pennies today, and some are worth far more than face value. Our first stop on this treasure hunt involves die cracks. As dies age, stress can cause fractures to develop. When the damaged die strikes a coin, raised lines appear on the surface. At first glance, they may look insignificant, but experienced collectors know better. Minor die crack examples often sell for $20 to $100. More dramatic cracks extending through major design elements can reach $150 to $600. Exceptional examples featuring large, obvious cracks sometimes exceed $1,000 when demand is strong. These coins provide a snapshot of mint equipment literally breaking down during production. Now we're getting into territory that catches attention instantly. An off-center strike happens when the blank fails to sit properly between the dies. Part of the design is missing, creating a visibly distorted coin. Small off-center examples typically bring $50 to $250. Moderate examples often reach $300 to $900. Large off-center strikes with the date still visible may command $1,000 to $3,500 or more. Collectors love them because the error is impossible to miss. Even non-collectors immediately recognize that something unusual happened. This is where many successful coin hunts become exciting. Doubled dies occur during die production rather than during striking. Letters, numbers, or design elements appear duplicated. Sometimes the doubling is subtle. Sometimes it's dramatic. Smaller doubled die varieties often trade between $75 and $300. Strong examples can sell for $500 to $2,000, rare and highly desirable. Varieties may exceed those levels when certified and auctioned. Finding one requires patience and magnification. But for treasure hunters, that's part of the thrill. The valuable detail may be hiding in plain sight. Picture a tiny piece of grease, cloth fiber, or metal shaving landing on a blank at exactly the wrong moment. The coin is struck. The object blocks part of the design. The result is a struck-through error. Minor examples generally sell for $25 to $100. More dramatic struck-through pieces often reach $200 to $800. Unusual examples involving clearly identifiable objects can climb above $1,500. Each one tells a unique story from inside the mint. No two are exactly alike. Treasure hunters love clipped planchets because they're easy to spot. During blank production, a cutting mistake removes part of the coin before striking. The finished penny appears to have a curved bite taken from its edge. Small clips usually sell between $40 and $150. Larger clips often reach $200 to $700. Premium examples with strong visual appeal can exceed $200. The dramatic appearance makes these favorites among error collectors. Not every valuable error involves the dies. Sometimes the metal itself contains imperfections. Lamination errors occur when portions of the coin's surface begin separating due to flaws in the alloy. These peeling or lifting sections create unusual textures. Minor examples often bring $30 to $120. More dramatic laminations can reach $250 to $900. Severe examples occasionally cross the $1,000 mark. Collectors appreciate these because they reveal problems hidden within the metal long before the coin was struck. Now comes the factor that separates ordinary coins from extraordinary ones: condition. Most 1950 wheat pennies circulated heavily. They bought newspapers, candy, gasoline, and groceries. Every transaction left marks. Over decades, wear accumulated. A heavily worn example may only be worth a few cents. A lightly circulated specimen might bring several dollars. But pristine examples enter an entirely different world. Coins graded mint state can sell for dozens or hundreds of dollars. At the highest levels, values can explode. Tiny differences matter: a sharper strike, cleaner surfaces, better color, fewer marks. Those details can dramatically affect auction results. That's why serious collectors rely on professional grading. A certified high-grade coin often attracts far more attention than an uncertified example. So how does a 1950 wheat penny approach the incredible $26,000 level? Not through ordinary circulation. The biggest prices typically involve elite condition coins, remarkable preservation, rare varieties, or extraordinary collector demand. These are the coins that survived decades without damage. The coins tucked away carefully while millions of others wore down in circulation. They're rare because perfection is rare, and collectors compete fiercely when one appears. That's what drives exceptional prices. Every coin hunter dreams of finding overlooked treasure, a forgotten album, an inherited collection, a dusty box hidden on a shelf. The 1950 wheat penny embodies that dream perfectly. Most examples are modest. Some are surprisingly valuable. A few become headline-worthy discoveries. The challenge is knowing what to look for: die cracks, off-center strikes, doubled dies, struck through errors, clipped planchets, lamination flaws, and above all, outstanding condition. Because somewhere, in a jar of old pennies that nobody has examined in years, there may be a 1950 wheat penny quietly waiting to reveal its secret. And the next time you spot an ordinary-looking wheat cent, remember this: what if the most valuable coin in the pile is the one everyone else skipped over?